Hello and welcome to my J-Class review. Now here's the box, and first thing I'm going to do, open it obviously, and then inside you will see this long plastic sleeve, kind of, that has the two boxes for the tender and the loco in it. And behind that there is the manual. This has a bit of information about the J-Class, historical facts and stuff, bit of background, and it has a diagram which interestingly doesn't actually show the mech, but it has got a bunch of other tips, like stuff about pickups, lubrication, disassembly of tender, and other stuff. I'll put that back and move that on, and we can move on to having a look at the tender. So to get the tender out, you just pull it out like that and pick it up. This packaging is really good, nice and spacious, large. It's going to protect the model from any bangs or anything it experiences on a journey, but it is a bit difficult to open, and you just got to pull it out and it sits in there really nice, really snug. It's got great detail, nice painting, although it is missing some lining, and for some reason they haven't given it a coal load, though it has got a nice open coal chute, and it rolls really nice, so that's really good. I'll just put that away and we'll go on to the locomotive. So the locomotive, you gotta push it out. It's easier than pulling it, but do what you want. This is, first thing you'll see is these fire irons here, and these have extra windows you can use, and crew figures, which is really good for the cab. Windows are going there. I'll just show you how to open this box. It is quite difficult. You gotta pull hard. I'll just remove this foam so you can see better. And yep, so that foam's just there, and you gotta really pull on that, and it will come off, but don't be too worried. It does try to spring back as well, so hold that off. And then yeah, undo the wrapping, pick up the model carefully. This thing is really detailed, even though I feel a bit scared picking it up. It's just amazing. It's actually quite weighty as well, with, I don't know how much weight, but it should have good pulling power, although the motor might bring that down a bit. It's got really nice paint job with great red, and it's just overall really nice, although the axles aren't painted, neither are the coupling rods. The front looks really good, except the headlight has a little bit of a problem, and that tender connection rather short, but the cab detail is exquisite. It's a great model overall. I really do like the cab detail. It's amazing to have all of those painted properly, and yeah, interior painted, and the red looks really good. I lined it up with my Eureka R-Class, and the red is actually slightly different. So yeah, now we're getting done with that. I'll put it down, and we can go on to having a look at some close-ups of this exquisite model. So here's a close-up of the front of the locomotive. As you can see, all the detail with the uncoupling bar and the headlight, although you can see the chip in the headlight. And the tender here, the detail is really nice. The marker lights do work, as you'll see later, and it's got a bunch of separately fitted parts. Although it's weird it doesn't have a coal load, but it has all these shunter steps and coupling, and it's all really good. The one thing that does bring it down is the tender to loco connection. That is a real pain. It took me about 15 minutes to figure it out first time. And yeah, the detail on this thing is really good, although it has a few molded parts and you can see the pickups. And also the axles aren't painted, rods aren't painted, but most of the details are separately fitted, and it looks amazing. Yeah, on the front you can see all the details under there. The smoke deflectors have really good detail, so does the firebox door and all that. And the cab is one of the best parts of the loco in terms of detail. You have all of these separately painted and a few separately fitted gauges and handles and wheels and all that, and it's really good detail. I'm now going to go down to the layout and give it a bit of a test run. and the couplings work rather well out of the box. Although I haven't done a test with a load, one of my friends did do a test with his, and it wasn't the best at hauling large loads. That again could be an issue with the motor, as it is quite weighty and it just feels like it would be able to pull a bit. But the motor again could be the problem. Both couplings work, front and back, which is great change from the Eureka R-Class, which only could have one end working, which means it's a lot better for shunting and branch trains. The Locomotive does also have working tender lights, which is rather good, except they are cool white, not warm white as they said they would be. The headlight also works, but it does occasionally come on in reverse, but it is quite bright. Again, it is cool white, not warm white like they said. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing. This is my first review, so if you want to see any more reviews, please comment below. Thanks for watching.